So let us start with the solid state. This chapter carries 4 marks in boards, and definitely there will be one question in JEE Mains as well as in CET. Matter can exist in a 3 physical states: solid, liquid, and gases. About gases we discuss in 11th standard. About liquid, little bit we discuss in 11th standard, and majorly you are discussing in physics. Okay. If the particles are very far off from one another, then they behave like a gases. Nearer, they behave like a liquid, and nearest, they behave like a solid. The 3 states of matter are thus known as 3 states of aggregation, from Latin word meaning flocking together. This chapter includes knowledge about, ये chapter में हम लोग क्या क्या पढ़ेंगे? Most organized state of matter, which includes study of various types of solids based upon the arrangement of constituent particles in the bulk and different types of forces responsible to bind the particles together. Arrangement of unit cell. What do you mean by unit cell? ये भी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. In lattice, crystal lattice enthalpy we discuss. So in relation with that, packing of lattice point in a different arrangement, some geometry we are going to apply over here. Calculation of density of unit cell and a unit cell dimension. Calculation of packing efficiency of solid. Types of void. Void means vacant space. Their locations and the number of voids in a different types of arrangement. Imperfections or common defects in solid, electrical and magnetic properties of solid. So all these things we are going to discuss in this chapter. Now, why there is a void, ये हम लोग पहले समझ लेते हैं. हाँ, धीरे धीरे हम लोग सब पढ़ेंगे. We are assuming solid, the particles present in a solid are solid sphere. It's like this way. So when I'm talking about solid sphere, okay, the atoms are arranged like this way. They are very close to each other. So the arrangement, let us assume the arrangement is like this way. Now, because of the spherical arrangement of atoms or molecules or a particle in a solid state, see there is a gap. है ना, gap है नहीं? अगर मैंने square ले लिया या rectangle लिया होता, then there will not be any gap. ये एकदम perfect close packing हो जाता. But what are we are considering particles present in solid state or in liquid state or in a gas state. We are considering what? Spherical. So in a solid state, when we are talking about close packing, there is always some space vacant amongst the solid particle or the particles. That vacant space is called as void or vacant space, empty space. Okay, तो इसके बारे में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. Okay, now, so what are the difference between solid, liquid, gases? This we already discussed. Okay, just revise this part. We already discussed this part. In a solid, no free movement of no free motion, only vibrations are allowed. Random motions to limit extent is allowed, and totally random. So in a solid, the particles are motionless. In liquids, there is some random motion, little bit random motion, and in a gaseous state, the particles are totally random. The intermolecular force of attractions are very strong in a solid state. In a liquid, it is intermediate, and in gases, it is very weak. Rather, in ideal gases, we consider there are zero intermolecular force of attraction. Average separation volume. So in a solid, there is almost no separation, zero distance. Okay, they are almost touching together. In a liquid, there is some separation. Okay, and that separation is constant. And in gases, the separation between the molecule, the distance between the molecule is very large. So in a solid state, the distance between the molecule is almost negligible. In a liquid, it is intermediate, and in a gases, it is too large. So in a solid, they have a definite volume. In a liquid, uh, there is a definite volume, and in gases, there is no definite volume. Solids have a particular shape. Liquids do not have a particular shape. Gases do not have a particular shape. Uh, solids are incompressible. We cannot compress them. Liquids are little bit compressible. We will say incompressible only. Gases are highly compressible. In a solids, they have a heat capacity is almost independent of process, same as that of the solid. Heat capacities depend on process. मतलब क्या expansion हो रहा है या compression हो रहा है, उसके ऊपर वो depend करता है. So these are some typical properties of solid, liquid, and gases. Okay. The solids are characterized by incompressibility, rigidity, and mechanical strength. The molecules, atoms, or ions in a solid are closely packed. That is, they are held together by strong forces and cannot move about, about at random. The solid have a definite volume, shape, slow diffusion, low vapor density, and possesses the unique property of being rigid. Such solids are known as true solids. So the properties possess these properties possess, what are those properties? Definite volume, definite shape, slow diffusion, low vapor density, and a unique property of being rigid. So such solids are called as true solids. On the other hand, which loses shape on standing, flows under its own weight, and easily distorted by even mild distortion forces, are called as pseudo-solid, glass, pitch, etc. Okay, so you say glass, yes, glass flows. Glass is called the supercooled liquid. Glass is called as supercooled liquid. So please take down the definition of true solid. Write down this definition. So मैं मार्क करके दे रहा हूं, ये डेफिनेशन लिख लो. यहां से यहां तक है ट्रू सॉलिड, एग्जांपल्स की जरूरत नहीं है. और यहां से यहां तक एग्जांपल है सूडो सॉलिड, इसका एग्जांपल लिख लेना. राइट डाउन ट्रू सॉलिड्स एंड सूडो सॉलिड्स. चलो, let us go for the next part. So the true solids are also called as crystalline solids because they are incompressible, rigid, so they have a typical geometrical form. So the solids which have a definite arrangement of particles throughout the entire three-dimensional network of crystal are called as crystalline solid. Are called as crystalline solid. Okay. Solids which have a definite arrangement of particles throughout the entire three-dimensional network of a crystal are called as crystalline solid. Okay, they have a typical geometry. They have typical geometry. While the solids which do not have a typical geometry or the arrangement is of particles, atoms, ions, or particles is different, not regular, are called as amorphous solids. Okay, crystalline solids have a definite geometry. Amorphous solids do not have a definite geometry. Now, in between that, we have to study one more definition, and that definition is crystal lattice or space lattice. Okay, so the arrangement of particles throughout the entire three-dimensional network in a crystalline substance is called as crystal lattice or space lattice. Crystal lattice or space lattice. So please write down this heading. Put the heading crystal lattice or space lattice. Write down the definition. Crystal lattice or space lattice. A definite arrangements of particles. A definite arrangement of particles. So particles may be atoms, ions or molecules. Throughout the entire three-dimensional network. Throughout the entire three-dimensional network of a crystal is called as crystal lattice or space lattice. Crystal lattice or space lattice. So as I said, crystalline solids have a crystal lattice. Amorphous solids do not have a crystal lattice. Okay, so throughout the crystal, मतलब जहां से हम लोग शुरुआत करें end तक, the arrangement of atom is fixed, same. It is not changing. But in amorphous, there may be some haphazard arrangement. Okay. So, how will you distinguish between crystalline solids and amorphous solids? Crystalline solids are also called as true solids. Okay, while amorphous solids are called as pseudo solids or supercooled liquid. Okay, supercooled liquid का example है glass. Pseudo solids का example है coal. Okay, जितने भी amorphous substances है, all those substances are considered as what? Pseudo solids. Crystalline solid में the constituent particles, atoms, molecules or ions follow a definite repeating arrangement. While amorphous do not have a particular arrangement. It has a random arrangement. It has a haphazard arrangement. In a crystalline solid, this arrangement is a long range order. Long range मतलब throughout the crystal. ये ऐसे ही रहेगा. Amorphous में अगर fixed arrangement रहा, then also that arrangement is not continuous, long. It is a short arrangement. Okay, मतलब एक particular point के बाद वो arrangement change भी हो सकता है. Hence we call it as what? Haphazard. These are produced by slow cooling under control conditions of liquid. The crystalline structures is also depend on a condition. Same substance can have a different crystalline structures in a different conditions. Different crystalline structures of the same substance are called as the polymorphic forms, and this is known as polymorphism. Okay. Rapid or sudden cooling of the liquid generally gives you what? Amorphous solid. These have a sharp melting point and enthalpy of fusion. These have sharp melting point and enthalpy of fusion. Well, here we have an average, मतलब एक particular range होता है. So the amorphous substances do not have a sharp melting point and boiling point. Okay. Now, the properties of crystalline solid varies with the direction. Therefore, they are called as anisotropic, while properties of amorphous solid are same in all direction. Hence, it is called as isotropic. अभी ये दो तीन टर्म्स हम लोग यहाँ पे पढ़ने वाले हैं. एक है आइसोट्रॉपिक टर्म और दूसरा है अनिसोट्रॉपिक, अनआइसोट्रॉपिक टर्म. ओके. So what do you mean by that? Let us first understand that thing. होल्ड ऑन मैं बताता हूँ कैसे याद रखने, वो बताता हूँ मैं, टेबल याद रखने का तरीका है। What are isomorphous and polymorphous crystalline solids? Two or more solids having a same crystal structures are called as isomorphous solids. Okay, यहाँ पे एग्जांपल दिया गया है आगे। Two or more solid substances existing in a same crystalline form or a structure are called as isomorphous to each other. Okay, ये MgSO4 है। So if I say the arrangement of cations and anion, यहाँ पे cation है, यहाँ पे समझो अनायन है, ओके, यहाँ पे कटायन रहेगा, यहाँ पे अनायन रहेगा, समझ लो कटायन है, ऐसे अगर अरेंजमेंट अगर मैं मान रहा हूँ, and that gives you this kind of a shape, MgSO4. Then it was found that the shape of MgSO4, arrangement of FeSO4 and arrangement of ZnSO4 is same. Okay, then these are called as what? Isomorphous. इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? Isomorphous बोलते हैं, ठीक है? Similarly, they are given a various example, Na2S, Ag2S, they are also showing isomorphism. Now, if the arrangement is different, okay, मतलब एक ही element है, but उसका arrangement क्या है? Different है, then it is called as polymorphism. So यहाँ पे कुछ examples दे देखो, NaF, MgO, Na3 CaCO3, Cr2O3 Fe2O3. Just now we have seen the example MgSO4 7H2 FeSO4 7H2. All these are what? Isomorphous. Okay, now polymorphism, a single substance that crystallizes in a two or more forms under different conditions are called as polymorphism. Now polymorphism also called as allotropy. जैसे कार्बन है, कार्बन हैज वेरियस allotropic form, that is polymorphous form, diamond, graphite, coal. Sulfur has different allotropic form, phosphorus has different allotropic form. Okay, that is nothing but what? Polymorphous. Same compound, same element has two different structures. कंपाउंड्स में भी होते हैं, ये भी मैंने एलिमेंट्स के बारे में बताया, जैसे जिंक सल्फाइड है, तो जिंक सल्फाइड स्पेशली इट वाज ऑब्जर्व इन ओर्स, नेचुरली अकरिंग होता है ना उसमें, तो उसमें ऐसा होता है ना कि जिंक सल्फाइड है, जिंक ब्लेंड एक फॉर्म है उसका, और दूसरा है वर्डजाइट करके एक दूसरा फॉर्म है, तो द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ जिंक एंड सल्फाइड आयन इन जिंक ब्लेंड एंड इन वर्डजाइट आर डिफरेंट. ओके, समझ में आ रहा है? हाँ, तो ये याद रखना, प्योर सोडियम क्लोराइड और रॉक सॉल्ट स्ट्रक्चर, रॉक सॉल्ट, ये दो अलग अलग अरेंजमेंट्स हैं, सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? पॉलीमॉर्फस. ठीक है, सो पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म ये जनरली टर्म हम लोग यूज करते हैं फॉर द सेम टाइप ऑफ कंपाउंड और एलिमेंट which exist in two different crystalline form, different crystalline form. Is that clear? Okay, एग्जाम्पल समझ लो तो तुम लोग भूलोगे नहीं इसको. एग्जाम्पल क्या है देखो, MgSO4 7H2SO4 7H2O, FeSO4 7H2O, ZnSO4 7H2O, Na2S, Ag2S, NaCl, KCl, NaNO3 CaCO3. सीधा फॉर्मूला भी देखो सेम है, उसमें जो अनायन होता है ना, जैसा भी ये पॉली एटॉमिक अनायन है, उसमें ये पॉली एटॉमिक अनायन में जो सेंट्रल एटम है उसका हाइब्रिडाइजेशन भी सेम होगा. ओके, NaNO3 NO3 माइनस और CO3 2 माइनस में नाइट्रोजन और कार्बन का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन क्या रहेगा? सेम रहेगा. इज दैट क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू? हाँ, तुम लोग चेक कर लेना, NO3 माइनस में नाइट्रोजन का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन चेक करो, CO3 2 माइनस में कार्बन का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन चेक करो, ये सेम रहेगा. आइसोमॉर्फस. क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? आइसोमॉर्फस, पॉलीमॉर्फस, यस, ओके. one more term we are going to discuss, that is isotropy and anisotropy or anisotropy. The ability of crystalline solid to change its value of physical properties when they are measured in a different direction is called as anisotropy. Now this is the property of crystalline solid. Now what is the reason behind it? That due to different composition in a different direction. अब ये यहाँ पे देखो, अगर मैं इस डायरेक्शन में जाऊं, let us consider this example. This is the fixed arrangement. फिक्स्ड अरेंजमेंट है ये. सो अगर मैं बात करूं, समझो मैंने ये डायरेक्शन पकड़ लिया. देखो, अगर मैं इसको, मैं जो हॉलो वाला पार्ट है उसको मैं कटायन बोलता हूं और जो डार्क वाला पार्ट है उसको मैं अनाइन बोलता हूं. तो इस डायरेक्शन में सब पॉजिटिव है. सिमिलरली अगर मैं जाऊं इस डायरेक्शन में तो सब क्या है, नेगेटिव है. बट अगर मैं इस डायरेक्शन में जाऊं तो प्रॉपर्टी चेंज हो गया. इस डायरेक्शन में जाऊं तो प्रॉपर्टी चेंज हो गया. इस डायरेक्शन में जाओ तो प्रॉपर्टी चेंज हो गया. पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव, पॉजिटिव 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 पॉजिटिव. हाँ, समझ रहे हो? तो इसको बोलते हैं एनिसोट्रॉपी. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? एनिसोट्रॉपी. ओके, ये जरा लिख लेना एनिसोट्रॉपी, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट मेंशन इन दैट नोट्स. राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन एनिसोट्रॉपी. क्वेश्चन जैसा है वैसे का वैसे ही लिख लेना. डेफिनेशन, रीजन और एग्जांपल राइट डाउन. सब लोग अच्छे से लिख. Okay, once again, amorphous solid do not change its value of physical properties. Physical properties when they are measured in different directions. When they are measured in different directions is called as isotropy. It's called as isotropy. ठीक है? Now let us go for the classification of crystalline solids. So everybody understood? In textbook they have given you distinguish between crystalline solid and amorphous solid, as well as ये भी दिया है. So I think in textbook it is given in a very simplistic way. So that is the homework for you. Distinguish between crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Okay, ये होमवर्क है तुम लोग का आज का. Tomorrow there will be test, है ना? ट्यूसडे ना, तो फुल आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम के ऊपर टेस्ट रहेगा. ये होमवर्क है. चलो, let us go for the classification of crystalline solids. Crystalline solids are mainly classified into four. Now we are classifying crystalline solid. First we classified solids. Solids classified into crystalline form and amorphous form. Crystalline form called as a pseudo-solid. Amorphous form are called as a pseudo-solid. True solid. Crystalline form are called as a true solid, and amorphous are called as pseudo-solids. Now we are talking about, अभी इस पूरे chapter में we are going to discuss only about crystalline solids. Okay. crystalline solids में चार type है: molecular solid, ionic solid, metallic solid and covalent और network solid. Okay. इसको याद रखने का तरीका है वो मैं समझा रहा हूं. क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड चार टाइप के. कौन से? मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड्स, आयोनिक सॉलिड्स, मेटालिक सॉलिड्स एंड कोवैलेंट और नेटवर्क सॉलिड. Molecular solids are further classified in non-polar solids, polar solids and hydrogen bonded solids. Molecular solids are further classified into non-polar solid, polar solid and hydrogen bonded solid. अच्छा, ये जो टॉप में जो है ना, वो इसको याद रखना है. Why they are called as a molecular solid? Because उसमें जो constituent particles है, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं lattice point. क्या बोलते हैं? Lattice point. Just write down the heading. Definition लिख लेना lattice point का. एक हम लोगों ने देखा crystal lattice का definition. अभी हम लोग देखेंगे lattice point का. लिखो lattice point का definition. The particles, ब्रैकेट में लिखना atoms, molecules और ions. The particles, ब्रैकेट में लिखना atoms, molecules और ions, ब्रैकेट complete, involved in the formation of crystal lattice, in the formation of crystal lattice, are called as lattice points, are called as lattice points. So instead of constituent particles, I can also say lattice points. So in a molecular solid, a lattice point is occupied by molecules. In ionic solid, lattice points are occupied by ions, cations and anions. In a metallic solid, lattice points are occupied by positive metal ions. And in covalent solid, lattice points are occupied by atoms. Understood? Once again, molecular solid में lattice point is occupied by molecules. Ionic solid में cations and anions. Metallic solid में positively charged metal ions. Covalent solid में atoms. Okay. So now let us go for the next one. How these molecules are held together? How these lattice points are held together? अगर मैं मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड्स की बात करूं तो मैंने बोला ना कि उसमें तीन पार्ट है, नॉन पोलर मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड, पोलर मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड एंड हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डेड मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड. ठीक है. सो व्हेन आई से नॉन पोलर मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड, उसमें द बॉन्डिंग और अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस आर लंडन फोर्सेस और डिस्पर्सिव फोर्सेस. ये हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था गैस लॉज में. लंडन फोर्सेस और डिस्पर्सिव फोर्सेस, these are also called as a instantaneous forces. याद रखना, when I'm talking about solid argon, so two argon solid atoms, in solid two argon atoms are placed together, close together. तो जब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रिवॉल्व करेंगे तो ऐसे मूवमेंट होगा कि because of the movement of electron there is a development of instantaneous dipole and hence there is attraction. Okay. So dispersive forces or London forces. What are the examples? लिखा है यहाँ पे. मतलब जैसे ये आएगा ना, तुम लोग को ये अपने आप याद हो जाएगा. जितने भी मॉलिक्यूल, आर्गन, सॉलिड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, आयोडीन, हाइड्रोजन, देखो ना, उसमें पोलैरिटी कुछ है ही नहीं. There is no polarity. Physical nature, they are soft, they are bad conductor of electricity, and their melting point is very low. Clear? Polar solids. Polar मतलब dipole dipole interaction रहेगा. So we know that HCl. When I'm talking about HCl, HCl में यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ मैं, ये किया है हम लोगों ने. HCl. Chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. So chlorine get partial negative charge delta minus, and hydrogen get partial positive charge delta plus. Once again, HCl, chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. So chlorine get partial negative charge and hydrogen gets partial positive charge. Now when I talk about another HCl, delta minus, delta plus, there is a mutual attraction between negative part of the dipole and positive part of the another dipole. Therefore it is called as what? Dipole dipole interaction. And in solid state these two are very close enough, so the attraction is comparatively strong. Okay. Again, these molecules are soft, these solids are soft, bad conductor of electricity, and their melting point is comparatively higher than the non-polar solid, but low melting point and boiling point. Hydrogen bonded. Hydrogen bonding, everybody know that there is an attraction between hydrogen and the electronegative atoms like NOF, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. Example, H2O, ice, and HF, ammonia. These are all solid forms. Ice सबको पता है. Now, hydrogen bonding is a strong. Okay, इसलिए these are hard. Again, they are insulators and they have also low melting point and boiling point. Definitely, ये तीनों में नॉन पोलर, पोलर और हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग में सबसे ज्यादा मेल्टिंग पॉइंट किसका रहेगा? मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ज्यादा रहेगा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डेड कंपाउंड्स का. ठीक है, ये हो गया मॉलिक्यूलर सॉलिड का फॉर्म. लेट अस गो फॉर द आयोनिक सॉलिड. We have cations and anions. What we have? Cations and anions. Now, what are the forces? There are electrostatic force of attraction. There are electrostatic force of attraction. Coulombic force बोलते हैं हम लोग, बोला ना. अच्छा, ये जो फोर्स होता है वो नॉन डायरेक्शनल होता है. देखो कैसे नॉन डायरेक्शनल का मतलब क्या है. इफ आई से, समझो यहाँ पे कटायन है, then it can attract anion anywhere in the vicinity. So ये भी anion हो गया, ये भी anion होगा, ये भी anion होगा, ये कटायन होगा, यहाँ पे भी कटायन होगा, यहाँ पे भी कटायन होगा, ऐसे रहेगा. So ionic solids में we have what? Coulombic forces. Example तो सबको पता है. They are hard but brittle. They are hard but brittle. ये क्या है, ये मेरे को समझाना है तुम लोगों को. You are going to tell me what is that. They are insulator in a solid state. Okay, so ionic solids. So as a, what do you mean by hard but brittle? इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, बता सकते हो कोई? वो hard है, but they are brittle in nature. What do you mean by this? Brittle मतलब समझते हो ना? Sodium chloride if you throw from top, वो break हो जाता है. Okay, so hence we call it as a brittle, but it is hard also. What do you mean by that? Hard but brittle. इसका meaning क्या है? Anybody? Yes. Not elastic breaking. Okay. Not exactly. हाँ, बाकी लोग. What do you mean by hard and hard? तो हार्ड का मतलब, अगर ब्रिटल है तो हार्ड कैसे नहीं? हार्ड कैसे है? Yes. Yes. Anybody? Swam. Swam Saman. So hack Saman. So मैं explain कर रहा था. I was explaining you about the hard and brittle. The hard stand for rigid. मतलब I can if I take that substance and if I try to scratch on a glass or a metal, you will have that scratch. Okay, so hard का मतलब वो होता है, it is a rigid and can produce scratch on other substance, especially glass and metal. Now, let us go for the next part, that is metallic solids. Now, what do you mean by positive metals in the area C of delocalized electron? Try to understand this concept. You know that metals have low ionization.
सर तुम्ही ते हार्ड सांगितलं ते ऐकूच नाही आलं.
Okay, okay. So hard stand for it is a rigid. Okay, it is a rigid. So if I take a substance, it is a rigid and can produce scratch on metal surface or glass. Can produce metal surface scratch on a metal surface or a glass. So it is called as hard. So same way metal substances are also hard. Okay. Now let us go for the metal solids. Metallic solids have a positively metal ions in a sea of delocalized electron, and there is a metallic bond. They are hard but malleable and ductile. Everybody know that, malleable and ductile. They are good conductors of electricity in a solid as well as in a molten state. And they have fairly high melting point. With some exceptions like sodium, potassium, gallium, mercury, they have a low melting point. Now, what do you mean by metallic bonding? We know that metals have low ionization potential. Low ionization potential means they can lose electron very easily. So if I consider a metal crystal, समझो ये metal crystal है, तो इसमें पॉजिटिव चार्ज ऐसे बनेगा. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे पॉजिटिव चार्ज रहेंगे मेटल आयंस के, right? So every metal in the crystal lose electron and forms what? Positive charge. Now you may say, sir, all are positive, then there must be repulsion. No, because where are those electrons? Those electrons start moving from one atomic orbital of one metal ion. मतलब electrons start moving from here to here. So all these electrons of metal ion start moving throughout the crystal this way. Okay. Now these metal ions therefore held together by these electrons. Okay. This bond is called as metallic bond. The positively charged metal ions are called as kernels. So these kernels are held by metallic bond due to the and since there are delocalized electron, there is no particular direction to this bond. Okay, and therefore it is a malleable and ductile. Means what? If I hammer, if I apply stress over here, this layer move ahead. As soon as this layer move ahead, the positively charged metal ions are surrounded by the electron. Okay, and since the electrons are delocalized, They are good conductor of heat and electricity. Is that clear? Yes. So this is about metallic bond. Next one is covalent solids. So when I'm talking about covalent solid, there are atoms, and these atoms are held together by covalent bond. Example, silica, okay, then silicon carbide, aluminium nitride, carbon, diamond हम लोगों ने देखा था S block element, then carbon graphite, graphene, graphite, etc. These are hard. Silica, silicon carbide, diamond are hard, while graphite is soft. Aluminium nitride is also hard. Only graphite is soft. So here there is some correction required. So ये कोवालेंट सॉलिड्स के बारे में हम लोगों ने 11th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ा है. ग्राफाइट का स्ट्रक्चर हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है. So you just refer that. You have to remember abhi. Now, is it easy to remember this table now? Any difficulty over here? Sureen?
No, sir.
You followed na? How to remember this table? Okay, instead of reading all this stuff, just remember this table. Okay. Yes. So this is the question. Solve this question. Solve this question now. What's that? So, molecular solids are P4, S8, helium, and Al2Cl6. Remember that Al2Cl6 is a molecular solid. It's a dimer. Okay. It has no continuous like ionic solid NaCl में कैसे होता है continuous होता है ना वैसे नहीं होता है यहाँ पे. It's a discrete molecule. Covalent solid silicon carbide. Molecular solids ionic solid is Al2O3. ठीक है. Now let us consider some definitions. We discussed space lattice, crystal lattice. We discuss about it. Oh, चालेल. No problem. Space lattice space lattice is we discussed already, is a regular arrangement of lattice points, atoms or ions or molecules showing how the particles are arranged in a three-dimensional way. And the atom, molecules or ions are called as a lattice point. Now remember that this is the whole crystal lattice. This whole is a crystal lattice. Now in that whole crystal lattice, there is one unit. If you see the cube, which is repeated throughout the crystal. So this one unit is called as a unit cell. We call it as what? Unit cell. The three-dimensional distribution of components, particles in a crystal can be found by X-ray diffraction of different phases of crystal. So how you define in a solid, the arrangement is like this way. So that is called as a X-ray diffraction study. I don't know whether it is there in a physics or not. There is one equation called the Bragg's equation. N lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. एक equation है. So on that basis, मतलब old syllabus में बहुत सालों पहले ना ये था calculation part. मतलब layers का distance हम लोग find out करते हैं. And from the defining the layers, we can determine the structure of the crystal lattice, crystal structure. Okay. So this is called as one unit cell. इस एक को क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? यूनिट सेल बोलते हैं. So write down the definition of unit cell. Write down the definition of unit cell. The simple three-dimensional arrangement. The simple three-dimensional arrangement of atoms, molecules, or ions. Simple three-dimensional arrangement of atoms, molecules, or ions is called as unit cell. Now, unit cell का जो arrangement है, that is repeated throughout the crystal. So that is called as a crystal lattice. So lattice point gives you unit cell. Unit cell gives you space lattice or crystal lattice. So यहाँ पे मैं लिख देता हूँ. तुम लोग भी note लिख लेना. Note. Lattice points forms unit cell, and unit cells form space lattice or crystal lattice. Write down this. Okay. Now, on the basis of, as I already told you, X-ray diffraction study, the classification of crystals is, so there are 7 different types of crystal structures. कितने? 7 different types of crystal structure. These 7 systems with a characteristic of their axis, interfacial angle and intercepts, okay, are given. ये टेबल में दिया है, वो बताता हूं मैं कैसे याद रखना है उसको. So there are 2 different parameters. जैसे मैंने बताया कि edge length होता है, unit cell edges, and angles between them. Okay. So for example, what are those 7 different systems? So we have a cubical structure, we have a tetragonal structure, we have a rhombohedral or a trigonal structure, orthorhombic or a rhombic structure, monoclinic, triclinic, and hexagonal structures. Okay, and these are some examples given to you. Now, remember that these are also called as Bravais lattices. क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? Bravais lattices. Okay, जैसे मैंने बताया ना unit cell. We'll come to that point one by one. हम लोग करेंगे. This is called the unit cell. Characteristics of unit cell. Its dimensions along the 3 edges A, B, C. These edges may or may not be mutually perpendicular to each other. Angles between the edges, alpha is between B and C, beta is between A and C, and gamma is between A and B. Each unit cell has a characteristic relation between A, B, C or alpha, beta, gamma to give rise to different types of unit cell. This unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. Therefore, A, B, C, alpha, beta, gamma. These parameters of typical unit cell are shown in the figure. Understood? Okay. There is one more term called as a Bravais lattices. मैं समझाना चाहता हूँ. So crystal lattice or space lattice or Bravais lattices. Okay, Bravais, name of the scientist. Okay, ये हो गया यूनिट सेल के बारे में, ये हो गया लैटिस पॉइंट के बारे में. तो ये मैंने बताया पैरामीटर्स. एंड व्हाट आर दोस 7 क्रिस्टल सिस्टम्स? क्यूबिकल सिस्टम, टेट्रागोनल सिस्टम, ऑर्थोरॉम्बिक सिस्टम, मोनोक्लिनिक सिस्टम, हेक्सागोनल, रोम्बोहेड्रिक एंड मोनोक्लिनिक. सो सी द स्ट्रक्चर. व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस? क्यूब और हेक्सागोनल इंपॉर्टेंट है अपने लिए. सी द क्यूबिकल स्ट्रक्चर A is equal to B is equal to C. So अगर तुम लोग इसको देखोगे ध्यान से, ये देखना ध्यान से, Can you see here? ये देखो, ये है triclinic structure, and all these are originated from triclinic structure only, where alpha is not equal to A is not equal to B is not equal to C, alpha is not equal to beta is not equal to gamma. देखो, general case, all sides are different, length, all angles are different. तो उससे क्यूबिक बना. क्यूबिक इज द सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म जिसमें ऑल एंगल्स आर इक्वल टू 90 डिग्री एंड ऑल एजेस आर इक्वल. ए इज इक्वल टू बी इज इक्वल टू सी. अभी इसमें ना दो टाइप होते हैं हर एक इसमें. एक होता है प्रिमिटिव और दूसरा होता है नॉन प्रिमिटिव. ओके, प्रिमिटिव का मतलब ये होता है, प्रिमिटिव स्टैंड फॉर, सी एक्चुअल अरेंजमेंट क्या है, एटम्स और पार्टिकल्स आर अरेंज लाइक दिस वे. फिर जब मैं उसको जोड़ दूंगा तो मुझे क्या बनता है, क्यूब मिल रहा है ना, राइट. सो ये जो अरेंजमेंट है जिसमें इनिशियल अरेंजमेंट इज व्हाट, ऑल द एटम्स मस्ट बी प्रेजेंट एट द कॉर्नर. ऑल द एटम्स मस्ट बी प्रेजेंट एट द कॉर्नर. तो इसलिए इसको बोलते हैं प्रिमिटिव यूनिट सेल. Primitive unit cell, the unit cell in which the lattice points or a constituent particles are present only at the corner. Okay, and centered unit cell or a non-primitive unit cell, isko ध्यान से सुनना, the unit cell in which the constituent particles are present at the corner as well as at some other position, as well as some other position in a unit cell. जनरली वो होता है बॉडी सेंटर्ड, फेस सेंटर्ड और एंड सेंटर्ड. सो फेस सेंटर्ड का मतलब क्या है, द यूनिट सेल इन विच कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स आर प्रेजेंट एट द कॉर्नर. कॉर्नर पे होना जरूरी है बिकॉज दैट गिव्स यू अ बेसिक शेप. एज वेल एज सेंटर्ड ऑफ ईच फेस, सेंटर्ड ऑफ ईच फेस, कॉल्ड द फेस सेंटर्ड यूनिट सेल. दूसरा है बॉडी सेंटर्ड, the unit cell in which the constituent particles are present at the corners as well as in the body center of the unit cell. मतलब उस unit cell के exactly body में रहेगा, body center. Then end center, the unit cell in which the constituent particles are present at the corner and two opposite faces, any two opposite faces, any टू अपोजिट फेसेस. तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग, एंड सेंटर. समझ में आया? यस. सो वी हैव अ गुड टेबल. ये देखो यहां पे दिया गया है क्यूबिक में, क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में वी हैव 3 सिंपल क्यूब, बॉडी सेंटर क्यूब, फेस सेंटर क्यूब. इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं होगा. ओके, टेट्रागोनल. टेट्रागोनल मतलब ये हो गया टेट्रागोनल. सी द डायमेंशंस. A is equal to B is not equal to C. ये अपना डब्बा हो गया, तेल का डब्बा वगैरह जो होता है ना वैसे, और प्लास्टिक का टिन वी कैन से. ओके, देन वी हैव ऑर्थोरोम्बिक, प्रिमिटिव, बॉडी सेंटर्ड, एंड सेंटर्ड, फेस सेंटर्ड, ऑर्थोरोम्बिक स्ट्रक्चर. रोम्बोहेड्रल में सिर्फ एक ही होता है. ओके, दैट इज सिंपल. देन ट्राइक्लिनिक, वन ही होता है, एक ही होता है. देन वी हैव अ मोनोक्लिनिक, 2 होते हैं, प्रिमिटिव एंड एंड सेंटर्ड. हेक्सागोनल में एंड सेंटर्ड ही होता है. ओके, मतलब ये हेक्सागोनल का शेप होगा. इज दैट क्लियर? समझ में आया? हाँ, तो होमवर्क इज, टेक्स्ट बुक में ना दे आर गिवन यू, डोंट ड्रॉ डायग्राम. टेक्स्ट बुक में ना एक टेबल दिया है. ओके, सिमिलर टेबल बट इट इज अ, एक मिनट मैं बताता हूँ कौन सा टेबल है वो, आई टेल यू.